At the top of the Toom Studio interface, you'll find the menu bar that you'll find in pretty much every application. Up here, as you see, I'm working on a Macintosh. There's my Mac logo. I can find out about Toom Studio by going to the Toom Studio main menu here. I can check out my preferences, and I can hide and show the application. I can also quit Toom Studio here. In my file menu, I can create a new document. I can open a document, or I can choose to open a recent document. As you see here, I have the green blob one that I always have in there. I can also close a document and do my saving operations. I can import and export as well. The edit menu allows you to undo, to copy, to paste, as you will find in most other applications, and you also have the ability to select all. As you see, this rectangle is selected now. Under the view menu, you're able to turn full screen on. You can also zoom in, zoom out, and reset your zoom. And I can also rotate my drawing space clockwise or counterclockwise, like this. And I can also choose to reset the rotation. So if I choose rotate clockwise, I can reset that rotation. And now it's back to the default. I can also move this over a little bit like so, and go to my view menu and choose to reset the view. And it puts it right back where it belongs. I can also choose to show outlines in a selection. I can deal with the grids, onion skinning, and my light table, and some other options you see down here. It's quite a bit in the view menu. In my play menu, I can play back any preview that I've created. So I can play the movie, I can go to the first frame, previous frame. I can also choose the loop, I can choose my frame rate, and I can also force a frame rate if I so desire. I can choose a playback range, I can preview a movie or scene, I can preview the exposure sheet, and I can turn the sound off or on. Under the element menu, you're able to create new elements to use in Toom Studio. So I can add a drawing, an image, a sound, and so on. I can even add pegs, a camera, and everything from the element menu. You can also add element notes here. And I can arrange things by bringing objects to the front of other objects or to the back of other objects. I can collapse and expand, and I can also choose parents and children with this menu as well. Over here in the tools, I can choose which drawing tools I currently have selected. So I can choose my select tool or any of the other tools available in my toolbars over here, as you see. So let's say I wanted to go ahead and choose the ellipse tool. I'll choose ellipse, and now as you see, this is pushed in, so I have my ellipse tool automatically selected. Now this is another way, of course, of getting to the same tool. So if you want to go to the tool menu, so it's up to you what you want to do. Here you're also able to optimize artwork, and also to smooth artwork, and to extract center lines, or to convert a line to a brush. We'll talk about that later on. It pretty much allows you to change the stroke that you create into other things. And I can also choose to send things to the front and back here as well, and also group and ungroup artwork. And by the way, you also have this great feature called the auto gap, which I'll talk about later on. It pretty much allows you to fill in a gap in a drawing that you have. So for example, if you have a space in a drawing, you want to fill that artwork in without having a complete solid line, you can use this feature. Under the window menu, we're able to minimize the workspace, and we can also load or save layouts, which I discussed in another movie. We can also look at our drawing view or our exposure sheet, and any other views such as a camera view, top view, and side view, and the handy function editor, which I will discuss as well in another movie. I can also choose to show my timeline or hide it, to show my library, or to hide any tools that I don't want to see. And last but not least, we have our help menu. So we can get help that will help us use the application, and we can turn on what's this. What's this pretty much turns on a function that allows you to put your mouse over something, and it will tell you what it is. So it's pretty handy, actually. Let me see if I can get it to work here. What's this? I don't use it, so let's see if I can get it to go here. There we go. You see, you click on something and it gives you a little bit of information about what that tool does. And when you click again, it goes away. It's a cool way to quickly find out what different things in the application will do for you. So I'll turn what's this on again. I'll click on this one and I get a box. It tells me about the transform tool. Click again and it goes away. So this is the menu bar, and this is where you'll go to find functions that will help you use the application. As you saw, some of the functions are already on the screen in your toolbars here. But if you want to use the menu bar instead, feel free to use that. It will slow you down a little bit though, because if you have the tools available on your screen, it's a lot easier to go to the ellipse tool right here than to go to another menu to find that tool.